Hello and welcome to this video. I am currently at Botalic and I thought it would be a good time to introduce my spring birdwatching video. Over the last week or so, I have visited various locations around Cornwall to do some bird watching, and I wanted to share those visits with you along with what I've learned about some of the amazing birds that I've observed. The first stop is Porth Reservoir, which I visited for a couple of consecutive evenings. I can't see any birds out on the water at the moment, but I found a lovely sunny spot on a platform, so I've set up my camera here and I'm going to wait quietly for a bit to see if anything comes along. So I didn't see any birds where I was sat before, so I am going to continue on around the reservoir and find a different spot to try. On the second evening, I walked around the other side of Porth Reservoir. I was able to see the great crested grebes again, this time closer and for longer. The great crested grebe is a distinctive water bird found on lakes, reservoirs and rivers throughout much of the UK. It's known for its elegant courtship displays and ornate breeding plumage. It feeds mainly on fish, diving underwater to catch prey. These grebes typically form strong pair bonds. Sadly, they were once nearly wiped out in the UK due to the plume trade in the 19th century. They became a symbol of early bird conservation and helped inspire the formation of the RSPB. They're now protected and listed as least concern. During spring, long-tailed tits are busy feeding their young. These sociable little birds build domed, lichen-covered nests hidden in hedgerows or brambles. After hatching, the chicks often perch in a neat row on a branch, while both parents and sometimes extended family busily bring insects and larvae to feed them. I got to witness the chicks rowing up to be fed, but unfortunately it was from behind. I'm very gutted that I didn't get to see this very cute display from the front, but it wasn't possible due to where they were in relation to the trees and the path. The next evening I visited a tidal creek on the south coast of Cornwall where I saw various families of Canada geese, parents and fluffy goslings. In spring, Canada geese are in full family mode. Pairs, which often mate for life, nest near water and fiercely guard their young. By late spring, goslings, fluffy and yellow, are already hatching and can be seen following their parents in close-knit groups. The adults are highly protective and lead their young to graze on grass and aquatic plants as they grow. I then visited here for the first time, Batalic. I saw some red-billed tufts here, and because I had such an amazing time observing the tufts, I actually came back another couple of evenings, including this evening, to observe them again. Although tufts are a protected species in the UK, their presence at Batalic is well publicised on websites such as the National Trust. These highlight this stretch of coast as one of the best places to see them. The tufts can often be spotted either out on the cliffs or perched on the towers and chimneys of the old mining engine houses, making for a striking and iconic sight. Batalic offers excellent opportunity to observe tufts at a respectable distance without the risk of disturbance. The red-billed tuft is a striking bird with glossy black plumage, bright red legs and a distinctive long curved red bill. It's about 39 to 40 centimetres long, similar in size to a crow but more slender. In the UK, they are mainly found along coastal cliffs, heathlands and upland areas, especially in places like Cornwall and Wales. They prefer open landscapes with short grass for feeding and nearby cliffs or old buildings for nesting. They are sociable birds, often seen in pairs or small groups. They feed mainly on invertebrates like insects, worms and larvae, which they find by probing the soil with their curved beak. Once widespread, tuft populations declined dramatically in the 19th and early 20th centuries due to habitat loss and persecution, but conservation efforts have helped their numbers to stabilise. Whilst at Batalic, I also saw a kestrel and some whitethroats. And I'm actually making another video about Batalic so that I can share some of its history and more of its wildlife with you. The kestrel is a small falcon. In spring, they begin nesting in old tree holes, buildings, or nest boxes. They don't build much of a nest themselves, but use existing cavities or platforms. Whitethroats return to the UK from Africa in spring to breed. Males sing from hedgerows and scrub, often flitting up and parachuting down in song flight to mark territory and attract mates. They build their nests in low, dense vegetation where the female lays and incubates the eggs. I really hope you enjoyed sharing my spring birdwatching adventures with me. Please do support my channel by liking and subscribing. Most of my viewers are not actually subscribers, and it would really help me to keep going if you would subscribe if you are not already. So from me and the whitethroat, thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.